Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
From the gun, running back on the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball's about to come loose.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Such a great job by the defense getting up early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go dime back, just a nickel back. Taking linebackers off the field and bringing up DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw it, Sayed. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
So Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Slips through the line. And there he goes. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grab behind the line, it's Hardy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play.
There he goes! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Finding an escape route. Good enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Rides the back on the option, the give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He's past the 30. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up from there, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball snapped. He's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Finally brought down. The water play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Right off the defender. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the ground with the ball. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker who just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
That's caught. It's White. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. Past the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but he still ties it again.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Lost the fire on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, it was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
To the air, it's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mills. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Trying to get the corner. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. He's running free down the middle. The 50, the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a snap and just dusted the field.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, he missed it. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's
It's Stockton. With the catch, it's Anthony. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. On the move at the 30. Russell out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a timeout. They'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play
defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Gonna let it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it for a big play. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Tulane. We will be multitasking today, boys.
Touchdown, Dogs! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Smith. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Cooper. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Drops it inside the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And the pummeling has started.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on. They've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Makes the grab on the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime person.
Going for the big play. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's ball's going, he breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. It's Humphreys. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
That's reeled in. It's Anthony. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got a man. It's Anthony. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Pucks it out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. After getting stuffed, what did they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Throw again. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready up.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for a physical attack from the gunner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for space. It's Hardy. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Split backs here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Going for it from there, that's just outsmarting yourself. And guess who's going to pay for it? Your defense backed up with a 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try to touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the 2nd down.
Heftiness coming up on the goal line. They'll send the back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Toss sweep right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Using his legs, it's Hardy.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. Still on his feet at the 45. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down.
And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats, and not much else, as this one is in the books. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.